The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. Let the glorious battle begin. Geared up for victory. LG Ultragear Gaming Monitor.
Yep, definitely a bright afternoon, and we'll be up and running with the first game that is up: Demus Force versus Vector Sports. Demus Force yesterday completely stamping on Reckoning Esports 7-1 victory, while Vector Sports sadly did not have things going their way. They lost on 8-7 against Kira Esports. That was on Clubhouse, and in fact, both these teams fought on Clubhouse. One of them was the victor, and the other one, sadly, they lost that match. That being said, we'll be seeing ourselves proceed on to Coastline. Coastline has been that one map where I think teams have to depend so much on frag heavy potential, and that only makes it all the while more interesting because both these teams have amazing fraggers for themselves. I definitely don't need to give an introduction on how the guns come alive on the side of DF. Well, with that being said, Vector Sports is going to come up with the first ban. It's going to be Blackbeard. The second and the third ban from the side of Demus Force are going to be the Nomad and the Mira taken out. The last ban, I don't know, I'm expecting a Maestro maybe, or since the Mira is banned, they definitely want to get themselves some advantage against what DF will bring out. And Pulse is going to be the ban. We can understand why Pulse is being banned here. Tsukushima, good. He's been amazing on the Pulse, and looks like it doesn't matter what operator Goat has been picking, it just straight up becomes a ban. But then again, I wouldn't really say the ban is targeted towards Senpai. It's definitely a ban more targeted towards how this map is played in general. And Vector Sports looks like they just don't want to be using the pulse while they start off on defense. With that being said, let's take a quick look at both these rosters. Tsukushima, Goto, Senpai, Sniper One Candy, Snow, Poindexter, and Notorious on the side of Demon's Force. Cyan, Skipper, Ritz, Beaver, and definitely a noob on the side of Vector Sports. That being said, we'll be up and running in round one. Blackjack, how do you feel about this game? Um, all right. Looks like there's been a technical difficulty. Just a second, chat, as we solve that up.
Hello. Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen. Seems we had a bit of a technical issue in the first round where the capturing software that we're using for the stream wasn't picking up desktop audio for whatever reason. And of course, since I'm speaking through a Discord live stream on Foxy's end, that means my mic audio also counts as desktop audio just as much as the game's does. So while you guys couldn't hear the game, you couldn't hear me either. And I was just doing my thing, you know, casting away at all the plays we were seeing on screen. So a little bit of an issue right there that we had at the beginning of day 4. Not the best thing to have, but we fixed it, I hope, going into the rest of this match and the rest of today for that matter. As round 1, we did see Demon's Force take it nice and quickly on the blue bar, Sunrise bar side. or away from Vector Sports for that matter. And of course, the Vector Sports have changed sides. They've gone towards Hookah Billiards, the more standard, orthodox site for that matter. As Saiyan has taken a little bit of damage. Not sure where that came from. Definitely Noob has taken a bit of a damage as well. Looks like that may have been a stray impact from the lesion that did all of that damage. A little bit of a unfortunate situation there for both of those operators. More so for Saiyan because he's less than half HP, which means he'll be a little bit easier to take out. But Tsukushima Gold is gonna go down in the meanwhile from a Goyo shield. Oh dear me, not sure where Senpai pushed in from, but wherever it was, probably wasn't worth it. The Ash is down, and it is now down to a 4v5 early into the round for Demos Force. There is an attacker repelling on the hookah window as, oh, the shot comes in from Beaver at 2-tap onto Snow, and that is the gridlock off the board. That's another huge kill as we have Rich the Jaeger. He's been spotted by Jackal, and the footprint should be scanned, but will he go for it because Jaeger's pre-firing away in his general direction? There we go, footprint scan comes in, but it finds someone else entirely. That is not the Jaeger as the boost comes in from Finka. That is Sniper One Candy playing that operator, but will it work as the Jaeger is crouching right behind the bar? Does Poindex know exactly where the Jaeger's playing? He's looking by that pillar area, that little corner that even Jaeger's staring at right now. He's expecting the Jackal to push up from his side, and there we go. No, the Jackal's gonna find him. Poindex sees where the Jaeger's playing and takes him out accordingly, pushing the man count a little bit less in favor of Vector Sports. It's still a 3v4 going into minute 10 left in the round. As, oh, there we go, Sniper on Kenny found another one. That's definitely Noob off the board. It is a 3v3, and Saiyan is very low on HP. Beaver tries to find whoever's playing on Blue's chest, but won't be finding him just yet. There's also a push coming in, but no, Saiyan's gonna get Sniper on Candy off the board. That is the Finka gone, and now it's down to a 2v3. Jackal, will he find one? No, he won't. The TCSG will win, but there's a grenade right there to take him out. According to the Claymore, mind you, not a grenade, and that is Notorious getting that kill for himself. Will he see the Valkyrie? He does, but misses his shots. He knows what the Valkyrie's playing, but does he know where Skipper, the Wamai, is playing right now? 90 Hall Cam will spot him, and Skipper is playing behind the bomb inside of Billiards. Magden goes out as Saiyan's rotated back to Hookah Lounge right behind the sofa thing here, and Skipper is right by the door. The Zofia knows where he is, but the Valkyrie might find the Zofia before she can. Oh, there we go. He will, as Saiyan will take down Notorious and give Vector Sports round 2 on Hookah Billiards right here.
A really nice round coming in from the side of Vector Sports here. Definitely needed that. Looks like they finally figured out how to push Demon's Force when it comes to picking those gunfights. Demon's Force, yes, bringing it a little closer towards the end, definitely does helping them out. Making sure they're playing on the refrag game, and it was really good. Cyan, despite being so lit up in the entire match for that matter, he got, I think, one of the impacts from the lesion took his health away, because as we were fixing the audio issues on our end, I did see Cyan starting off the match, in fact, in the prep phase itself, with a little less HP on his health bar. But with that being said, we'll be seeing ourselves going to round 3 as Vector Sports are going to choose the kitchen defense. And with that being said, so like you said, Blackjack, we had the first defense from the side of Vector Sports coming in onto the bars, and it did not really work out in their favor. I don't know. I mean, that not exactly something that you would be expecting to. You work in the game with a game plan. Definitely, the opponents have them a game plan for themselves as well, and things always don't turn in your favor. And Vector Sports a little too quick to readjusting their side picks. Made sure that they went to hookah. Now that they won it, they're back to the kitchen. A little more dependable, a little more defendable side. That being said, we'll be seeing Science, Skipper, Ritz, Beaver, and definitely run the Valkyrie, Legion, Jaeger, the Goyo. Goyo's been amazing so far in terms of how Vector Sports has been using him. The shields to perfection, and Beaver just, I think he's playing the TCSG a little too well. I mean, given the nerf coming in, Beaver is making sure he's landing all his shots, even winning those one-to-one gunfights against operators that have an AR with a marginally high fire rate. With that being said, we're seeing ourselves more of a passive roam coming in, but the wall bangs are into place as well. Poindex and Tsukushima gonna make their way in. Tsukushima holding this all the way down while Poindex is making the push happen on towards the hookah side. He's got himself a nice angle open, and the scans come out. Anytime now, Tsukushima is going to start walking in. And yes, he will. The VIP hallway is where he'll be stationed, but I don't think he knows. Oh, he does. Flash comes out. I don't think he's caught him off. Oh, he does notice the Valkyrie. He's going to get him. Squishima. Oh, right. Nice flick coming onto the Jaeger, but the Jaeger is going to make sure he gets the kill and the better off onto the Ash. 4 versus 4. I really like the target prioritization coming in from the Ash over there. Definitely something that we don't see coming up. But look at that peek from Beaver. He's going to claim the life of Sniper One Candy with a one tap. Comes in another spray, but definitely Noob is here to get 1 point X onto Ritz. It's a 3 versus 2 now in the favor of Vector Sports as bodies have dropped a little too quickly. And Tori's on the side. He's going to claim 2. What? It's all down to definitely a Noob now. He's outside the bathroom. He's got to make this push happen onto side, but he gets caught up by the Zofia and Notorious with a notorious play indeed. 3 fracks for himself and onto the side he goes. And the Zofia, just amazing, not even caring to take out the goo mine, is going to get Demon's Force another round for themselves.
Well then, Demon's Force right here. We know how terrifying they can be on the attack, but mind you, Vector Sports have definitely found a way to push Demon's Force's attack potential down a little bit and suppress it at the very least in the early parts of the round. Even in the round that Demon's Force lost, which was round 2 on Hookah, there was still potential for them actually, DF, to win it out just on the margin of bringing it closer on the man count. But it didn't happen, as we all know, and we're going to be moving back to Kitchen right here as Via's unfortunately losing the last round, and a 6-pick comes in from definitely Noob out of the Maestro into the Ella. Alrighty then, that is an interesting change, going for a more roam-heavy operator over Denial. Echo, oh, mind you, Echo is also in play still. He's not banned. The defender bans are, of course, Mira and Pulse, which means neither of them are going to be in play for this particular round. The Ella is seeing an introduction into the match, and I mean, I get it. Definitely Noob probably wants to play around with the Gershmots as annoying as they can be, mind you. If anybody's seen any of live streams of a certain G2 player, you'll know exactly how annoying Ella's Gershmots can be. I'm not naming names here, but I think we all know who I'm talking about. And certainly interesting, gonna be interesting to see where the Gershmots are gonna go down from this Ella. He's already on theater, just running around here with the pistol in hand. One's gonna go up on that little board rafter area right outside the hallway, white hallway next to luggage, on the luggage room for that matter. As Skipper still inside the main lobby, he's gotta be careful. If any random shots come through from that main door, he could have been caught out as, oh, okay, alrighty then, Tsushima Goat already firing away at security. Not gonna find anybody just yet, but Senpai has made his way into Blue Bar. No, where are those shots coming in from? That is Saiyan with a wallbang? Oh, alrighty then. He did have a Valcam there for that matter. We did just see it, but the shots from the Valkyrie are gonna shut down Senpai one more time in this round, and that's a little bit of revenge as well for the last round, because we did see the Valkyrie inside of Billiards get taken out by Tsushima Goat, the Ash, and this time it will be the other way around. Meanwhile, the Goyo Shield inside of Surface Entrance has been popped as there's going to be a fight coming in. Sniper on Candy is trailing that Valkyrie through security room as we speak. Valkyrie, of course, has made her way into main lobby and is just holding down in that general vicinity for now. But will Sniper on Candy find where the Valkyrie is playing? Probably not. The Valkyrie knows that there's someone pushing from here, but no, she's going to lose that as Sniper on Candy will take the kill nice and easily onto Saiyan. He does take quite a bit of damage for himself, but he's all right for now. Beaver once again with the TCSG on the Goyo. We've seen this man make some amazing shots with this gun, of course. A couple of 2-taps in this round, and he's taking a bit of damage from the Zofia from the sound of things. That's Notorious, of course. As will he find one? No, he won't. He'll be shot right through that little slit he was looking through by the Twitch. That is Snow here, who's made his way into sight already. And that's a big play from Demon's Force. One operator inside of sight means it's going to be a retake situation for Vector Sports to be trying to play. And the plant is coming off from Point Dex, and he's got plenty of cover. One from kitchen window, one from that little corner area next to the shelf. That's actually behind the bomb. That's Snow, and there we go as the Goyo Shield is popped. Notorious makes his way outside, and one is dropped. That is Snow dropping Skipper. Alrighty, then that's another kill. And another one for Snow. It's a triple kill for him. Will he get the 4K? He's not going to be seen. Oh, he's not going to see the Ella for that matter, as definitely the Noob is going to take down Snow. But it's now a 1v3 there's clutch, and he won't be able to, as Demon's Force will secure the last kill. And Round 4 goes to the attacking team. Oh boy. Not looking good for Vector Sports in the early game right here. 3-1 in favor of DF as we move to round 5. 2 runs removed from the role swap. It's shaping up to be another one of those days where we get to see exactly why we as casters, both Fox and myself, refer to Deimos Force as a very terrifying attacking team.
No, I'm definitely going to agree with you on that, Blackjack. Deimos Force, I think they pretty much stand and justify their name. Because, see, I think at this point it's not even an overstatement that Deimos Force likes to send their opponents in body bags. We hardly see plants coming off. Yes, definitely the last round, the diffuser did get planted, but then again, usually it's all down to the amazing refrag game that they have for themselves, and more than that, half of the time they don't even need refrags because they just outgun their opponents. And mind you, I'm definitely not, understating the power of Vector Sports here. They've got amazing gun skill on themselves as well, but Deimos Force right now, the stack that they are in is just better. I mean, they've just been having good days for their games, and more than that, it's been a pure display of experience that the Deimos Force is bringing for themselves. And that being said, we'll be seeing ourselves go to round 5, 1 round before the roll swap. That is, and Deimos Force definitely in the driver's seat. 3-1 is going to be the scoreline, but we've seen Vector Sports pull out, I would say, something that might as well be termed impossible. We did see that come out on the Never Diamonds match. Definitely not something that we were expecting. I was already giving up hope that a 5-1 score, there's no way Vector Sports is making back from this. But guess what? Guess who won that match? But anyways, we're back to this game now. Maestro does come out and play eventually. This is that one side where Vector Sports has won so far. Maybe this time around they get their lucky charm back as they'll be going back to hookah. Tsukishima got once again doing Ash main thing. He's going to make sure he takes the barricade away with his Ash charge. A possible drone coming in, but the pre-fire comes in first. Beaver does get spotted out. It looks like it's Aquarium push coming in from the side of Deimos Force, but the real question is there any C4 players down below? There's nobody except definitely a noob on the Jaeger. So Kishima got on his one-man army here. That is pretty much going to get himself a kill, while Notorious is going to drop Cyan. Not sure where that kill came in from. Snow is going to get another. It's all down to Beaver, Skipper, and definitely a noob. Make that 2. Make that 1. Whoa. It's all down to definitely a noob now. Snow, this is the reason this man is the MVP for the week 1 of the season 2. Dropping bodies left, right, and center. Definitely not something Vector Sports was expecting. Snow just not stopping. Definitely a noob making his way up, but only to get caught out by the Zofia. And Notorious is going to win that fight. Deimos Force having themselves another flawless round, and what a play from this attacking team indeed. It's not stopping right here. I think I should start spectating Snow a little more. I mean, I don't give him enough credit. He's definitely sending Vector Sports in body bags right now. It's amazing, this guy's gunplay. It's highest frags. He's been the only, alright, something for the chat right now. Snow is the only person, the only player in the TEC WD Black, the Esports Club League, for season 2, that is, to have himself secured a double MVP in week 1. That's 2 days straight up MVP. And this is Division 1, mind you. The games don't come that close, and the games don't the games in fact happen to come close. Excuse me, as I just have a bamboozle moment for myself as I'm trying to look at my notes and make sure I'm getting the facts right. I don't want to be understating or overstating anything. With that being said, Snow definitely is a little too unstoppable right now in terms of the firepower that he's bringing for his team. Running the Twitch, we know how influential Twitch can be, the F2 in the right hands, and Snow exactly showing us that.
Absolutely, and just everything from Deimos Force so far has been top notch. They have not given a whole lot of room for Vector Sports to play in. DF have been dominating so far in most of their games for that matter, and it only makes sense why we have such amazing players. We have such amazing players with such amazing coordination and skill, and as you can see, Snow and Notorious are definitely pulling most of the frag game for their team, 7 each. And with a 4-1 situation in hand. Yeah, that's a lot of kills. 14 kills between 2 operators, mind you. That is a lot. With that being said, we're going to be moving into round 6 right here. And 1 round away from the role swap, as Snow is going to find one of the Gershmots of the Ella. Of course, definitely noob with that operator in play. And the Twist Zone making quick work of that Gershmot mine. In the meanwhile, Skipper actually finds Sniper 1 Candy. That's a big kill right there. The Lion is off the board. Mind you, this may not be the same Lion as he was way back when he was introduced, but he's still a nuisance to say the least, as Notorious is going to find definitely noob, and that is the Ella of the board. Doesn't look like Ella's working out for definitely in the meanwhile, as Snow has pulled up inside of kitchen, looking straight into Sunrise, and I don't think the Goyo, that's Beaver in there, knows that there's somebody playing right next to him, literally in the next room. But the Evil Eye definitely does, as the Twist is going to be pinged and tagged up quite a bit. Notorious has made his way into service entrance. He's just slowly making his way towards site. Takes out the barbed wire, and he's going to be supporting his teammate for the time being as the Twist drone goes out, trying to take out the Evil Eye. It will be able to, as a goo mine is deployed by Ritz, also taken out. He takes 1 HP's worth of damage from the Twist drone, and he's going to shoot it out, but he's got to deal with the Twitch's F2 in full force. But Ritz is going to find Kashima Goat in the meanwhile. That's the Ash on the board, and we have Snow watching the blue stairs. He knows somebody's up there, and very rightly so. There is a defender right there. We saw his outline, and that is the Legion, and he will get that kill on a Twitch. Oh dear me, it's a 2v4 right now, as Ritz has gotten a double kill for himself. Poindex and Notorious both are hit. Notorious more so than Poindex, mind you, as the push from Demon's Force might not happen this round around. Vector Sports might just be able to pull something out. Here we go. It's a 1v4 now, as Beaver got that kill onto Notorious. It's all down to Poindex, the Jackal with the diffuser, sitting inside a pool entrance right outside of Sunrise Bar. It might not work out. He's going to throw out a drone to try and bait somebody, but it's not going to work, because Vector Sports are more than aware that any drones thrown in this situation are going to be a bait. The Jackal scans are going to find the Goyo. There we go. That's the first kill secured, but he's in a very open spot. He could be peeked or wall banged for that matter. He won't be for now. He's going to peek. Will he be taken out? No, nobody's quite peeking just yet. He knows where someone's playing, and that is Saiyan on the Jaeger, who's behind the bar. He's going to bait the plant maybe. He's going for it. Nope. Oh, he goes for it a little too much, as Saiyan is going to peek and take him out. And that is Poindex off the board, and that means Vector Sports are going to go into roll swap for 2.
Now Vector Sports finally putting another round on board for themselves, and this time it wasn't even hookah. So a good play, definitely. 4-2 is going to be the scoreline now with this roll swap in round 7 as where we proceed to. And it only stands to see how Vector Sports, if they possibly make this comeback happen, because we know for a fact that Coastline happens to be our attacker favored map. There's so many things that you can do as an attacker and gain advantage over the defense, but then again, it stands to see on how these two teams will play out. Proceeding to the round 7 here, the 6 picks come in from the Ash onto the Buck, while the Dock, the Valkyrie, looks like Sniper 1 Candy just wants to rely a little bit more on information. They've got the Mozzie in play as well. We haven't really been seeing the Mozzie since the nerf, but today Snow is going to be bringing the guns alive, at least on the side of Mozzie, with his Pest as well. A really well placed Pest there. I think Drone making his way in is going to get caught out. While we've got the IQ and the Dokkaebi being deployed on the side of Vector Sports. That means any death from the side of defender, so it'll be near to the Dokkaebi. Definitely she can get some, she can hack those cameras and use the IQ's cameras against the defense. Excuse me, the Valkyrie's cameras. I got a little confused there. For some reason, it's I always get confused between the hot ladies of this game, the IQ and the Valk. Oh, my bad. At the end of the day, I'm a guy. Come on, got to cut me some slack. Anyways, that being said, jokes apart, we're seeing Notorious go for a run out. All right, I think Vector Sports is expecting that. Look at that. The prone peak comes in. The moment the Zofia spawns, I assume that was, yes, Ritz going prone the moment he spawned. I think that was to watch the pool side, I would say, run out, excuse me, the spawn peak from the hookah window, that you get yourselves an angle if you do that, but not exactly entirely going prone on spawn. You have to at least try and move up a little ahead. But that being said, we'll be finding ourselves with 3 soft breaches. I think Cyan has got to be running breaches as well. Yes, that is going to be essentially 4 soft breaches on the side of Vector Sports, and looks like they want to gain the top floor control the moment they have intel on. And that is exactly what it's looking like. The intel is being traded off as the drones come alive on the top floor. Some flying drones being set up on the side of Vector Sports as well. Sign is going to be holding down this area onto the bathroom. Nobody's allowed to get a little too aggressive. Nobody's allowed to make any Demon's Force plays, as I like to call it. Notorious, not exactly sure where he's right now. He's going to be in Sunrise while we do see a little bit of an emphasis coming in into stopping the horizontal push coming in from the side of Vector Sports. But right now, it's just going to be a top floor push. C4 already prepped, waiting for the call. Gold blows it, but not to find anybody. Sledge being very careful, awaiting all the C4s to perfection. Any time now, Sniper has to go for the C4 play. Does he claim anybody? No, he won't be, but definitely is going to be low on HP. And as I keep saying, definitely is just because the... all right. IQ is already pushed in, but the refrag comes in, or the first frag rather, from the side of Rich. That is going to be on top. Perfectly slodging the Valkyrie in the perfect place for the Zofia to collect that kill on. Sign is inside while Snow is going to get Skipper. And it's going to be refrag in place. Definitely Anub is going to get Poindex, and he's running the cameras. What? Definitely.
Wait a minute.
The cameras with the holo. Meanwhile, the plan has gone down for the side of Vector Sports. It's a retake position. Ritz is going to get Tsukushima good, while San is going to get another, I believe. That is going to be the Moz. It's all down to Notorious in a 1 versus 3. There's going to be a 1 versus 2 essentially, because Cyan and definitely a noob are all that is left for the side of Vector Sports to stay alive in this round. Notorious finding some angles for himself that are opened up by the attack, but he doesn't know there's a sled waiting, or the buck rather, and the camera's finisher comes in from definitely a noob. And interesting, this is the first time I've seen the cameras come out in the WD back. The Esports Club League, such a powerful gun, and it just takes me back to the old days where I would rely on this gun. But then again, a really good execute from Vector Sportsman. I've got to give them that. A perfect push coming in from the IQ. That definitely scattered the defense onto side. That gave away so many free kills to the soft reach being done from Vector Sports onto the top floor. And it was all in all a good execute that is going to bring them a little closer to the equalizer. 4-4 is where Vector Sports wants to go to. But Demon's Force definitely want to be a 1 round closer towards the match point. Blackjack, what do you think is going to happen?
Well, for one, Buck, I mean, thank you for bringing out the Camaras. It's one of my favorite guns in the game because of just how powerful it is. It's, in the words of the Russian Badger, a gigantic screen space filling DMR. And I just love the sound it makes when you shoot, man. It's so powerful and it's so deep, right? Okay, you know what? I'm going to stop right there. But when it comes to the match itself, we might just see Vector Sports equalize right here, given what we saw in the last round on their attack, systematically taking down each and every one of Demon's Force's defenders. We might just see a 4-4 come out here on round 8 on Coastline. But will we see that, or will Demon's Force pick up where they were slacking off in the last round and make amends? That is going to be remain to be seen, for that matter. As we've got a pretty similar lineup. The difference is, I think, Snow with the Rook this round around. I don't remember if we saw a Rook in the last round. But other than that, it's a pretty similar set of operators coming up from the side of Demon's Force and Vector Sports, for that matter. That being said, of course, we see Ritz with the Zofia peeking this very, very old spot, the drone hole inside of the first floor bathroom. And it's not going to see anybody because, of course, nobody really sits there. And is that... Yep, that's the C8 this time around from definitely Noob. As it looks like he wanted to... Oh no, the Dokkaebi goes down to Notorious. That is Skipper off the board a bit too quickly for the side of Vector Sports to be comfortable with. He wanted to peek that white window. He'll be taken out accordingly. As Saiyan takes down Tsukushima Goat. That is Senpai off the board. The Bandit is gone. And that's another big play right there. Dokkaebi and Bandit, the 2 losses so far for the side of both teams, as it is a 4v4 with still 2 minutes left on the clock right here. And things are going to slow down just a little bit. You know, we're not going to see a rush from VS, nor we're going to see some crazy runouts or peaks from the side of Demon's Force. Both of them want to make sure that they have all of the information and intel that they need from sound cues, droning, and every single bit of information that they can get is a step in the way of victory. Sniper and Kenny's going to take a lot of shots from the vertical play from the Sledge from the looks of things, and he'll be taken out. No, that is the Buck. That is definitely Noob right there doing the vertical play justice, and there we go. Another one goes down. That's the Rook inside of Kitchen off, and Saiyan has made his way into sight from the looks of things. It is a 4v2. Pointex is going to go down. It's all done to Notorious once again in a 1v4. Will he find the Buck on the bed? No, he won't. And Vector Sports once again winning with a 4-man lead over Demon's Force's defense. getting round 8 for themselves and equalizing the score 4-4, no one's favor.
Like I said, definitely Vector Sports. Vector Sports' top priority was bringing on maximum rounds when they moved to attack, and that is exactly what they're doing. This map, the way it's played, it's being played perfectly according to how Vector Sports is playing. And more than that, Demon Sports are having a little too spread out room strategy that they're bringing out for themselves. The equalizer does come in. The real question now is on how the tides are going to change for both these teams, because they're essentially both racing on who gets 2 rounds first in succession for themselves to go to match point. That being said, we'll be seeing ourselves go on to Hookah Lounge and Billiards Room, a very dependable and defendable side, like I've already said. We'll be seeing them opt that, and the 7th round we'll be seeing Sniper One Candy bring out the smoke, actually, and looks like Demon's Force finally wants to, they just want to step back for a moment, reconsider the strategies that they've been playing out so far, as I think Vector Sports have won 3 rounds in consecutively. Am I right? Yeah. I think yes. Yep. Vector Sports putting 3 rounds on board in succession. No contest at all. 4 men alive till the very end. It's you'll love to see such attacks. Definitely Demon Sports, excuse me. They themselves put that on board as well. And something I just want to point out, as from a caster to another, definitely a noob's name somehow urges me to keep saying definitely. I don't know. Is that a thing? Is that even does that happen to you? I don't know. Anyways, we'll be seeing Point X place down his magnets on perfect spots. So as he says, adding some protection from grenade. Oh, look at that peek coming in from Notorious. He's going to claim the life of Cyan. It definitely does get tagged up, but he's going to lose a lot of HP in that endeavor. Definitely going to get another kill for himself as well. Beaver getting the hatch open. That is going to be on Penthouse. As Cyan not feeling well about the loss of his life, kind of. Yeah, I didn't really want to say that, but then again, the operator is lost. The IQ is out of the board. That means the Mozzie drones are going to sit very comfortably, and Notorious is going to have a little more Notorious play style, because the IQ is not going to spot anybody. And look at that, just as I speak about it, Notorious claims another. It's a 2-man push. He's not going to survive that. Buck is here to shut him down. Buck is here to get another one. Point X goes down. That is going to bring the man count back to an equalizer. A 3 versus 3 now. Everybody is going to be full on HP. Snow trying to watch his 90 hallway, but the P comes in from the Zofia. He does tag her up. But now the position of the
Oh
right.
dear.
Look at that double P coming in from the side of Vector Sports. Such an amazing cleanup coming out from them on dislodging the defender, playing onto the top white stairs. Sniper One Candy doesn't have the shield to play with anymore as the Zofia stuns come alive along with her lifelines. Smoke has to go out at any point now. So Kishima Good has got to play this right. He gets 1 kill. That's a quick headshot onto Ritz. It's all onto Beaver and definitely a noob. The Buck and the Sledge, the Soft Breach brothers. One's got the nades, the other's got stuns, and the nade is going to connect, but a little uncooked nade, but still the play from Smoke is what is costing them this round, and Demon's Force are going to win that all by Tsukushima Goat, as he is here establishing a perfect crossfire onto this hallway. He gets the down, then he gets the kill onto the Buck as well, as he was too invested on getting that kill onto the Smoke. Just like I said, Tsukushima Goat has to play his cards right, and Senpai not disappointing us, getting that double kill towards the end, and that'll take Demon's Force 1 round closer to match point.
Well, that's a little unfortunate for Vector Sports. They did everything right in that round, just not being aware of where the Jaeger was playing, and Tsukushima Goat more than happy to collect on the last 2 attackers, giving Demon's Force round 9 right there. We're going to be moving into round 10. It is 5-4 in their favor, 1 round away from match point. And once again, Vector Sports are in a bit of a situation. They need to equalize if they want to push for match point themselves. And we're going to be moving to first floor kitchen from the side of the defenders. That is Demon's Force in this situation. Kitchen as a site, I'm not entirely certain about Demon's Force going here. Now, having won a round before coming back here will certainly help them defend this site better. They'll have a better feel for how Vector Sports is doing the team-up push, as you will, making sure that as soon as somebody finds a defender on the roam, or anywhere on the map really, you've got 2 people, tripling up the push, the body count on that push to take out that one Roamer. That's a lot of resources, mind you. That's a lot of bodies and could potentially lead to a bit of a loss. But the way Vector Sports played it, they managed to make it work on multiple occasions. That being said, mind you, Kitchen as a site for Demon's Force didn't work out for rounds 7 and 8. And it's going to be interesting to see whether or not they can make this site work for themselves now having won on a hookah billiards. We're going to be seeing once again a bit of a roam presence from Notorious. No runouts from him this time. The Vigil wants to stay inside the site and keep himself safe, not lose a lot of HP going for that initial peak. And I'm pretty sure Sane will be very happy about that as well. He doesn't have to deal with a mad Vigil running out from out of nowhere to claim his head. With that being said, we did see the second floor bathroom house be broken open by the attackers. That is Beaver on the sledge right here. He's up there. He's got a drone to support him. And there are operators inside of theater that he has to be careful of. Breaking down the wall, the bathroom wall facing the red hallway is going to give him a way to rotate in and out nice and quickly as Jackal breaks down the main lobby door along with IQ to support. Shots fired inside of theater as they do know that there are a couple of people playing in there, but as Notorious sits here with his gadget enabled to defend himself against being spotted from drones and a bullet hole angle from Snow of all things from outside on the hallway or above White Stairs. Ooh, lots of cheeky angles and plays coming out from both of these teams right here as Notorious will collect onto Beaver. That's a good shot onto the head of the sledge. Will he find the other one though? Yes, he will. Notorious will take down Ritz as well. That's the Sophia down, and a Skipper's gonna go down as well. That is the Jackal on the board, but definitely will connect onto Snow, and he's the only one left, but he won't be able to connect onto anyone else as Demon's Force are gonna go into match point right here. The roam presence from Notorious and Snow. Oh, doing so much damage, so much work. And Vector Sports just not being able to answer this time around. Match point for Demon's Force. They lead 6-4.
One anchor point for the Roamer and 3 kills for himself. Definitely well played from Notorious over there. That is going to put him way up in the leaderboard as well in terms of the frags that he's been getting. And looks like Snow's dreams of continuing the MVP win streak is being crushed by Notorious. We haven't really seen Notorious come out on play days for Demon's Force in the week 1, and definitely not something that we were expecting from Vector Sports as well. It's been a good fight. I wouldn't really say they've come up with a disappointing performance, but me as a fan, I was definitely expecting a little more presence on the map as they're straight up getting obliterated from one person. You know, it's just been that. Those one-person plays, you know, one person pulls out an entire round. There's nothing much you can do about it. Once that advantage is being taken away from your Demon's Force, already sitting very comfortably on the match point. But we do know Vector Sports and their gimmicks might as well make a comeback happen over here. 2 rounds only. And then again, when I talk about it, I said this before, it's 2 entire rounds. Comeback is definitely in the books, but let's see if either of these teams are able to stand up to what they want to perform in this match.
10 seconds remaining.
I seen the bandit come out. Usually we don't see the bandit, a whole lot of bandit being employed when it comes to coastline, because there's not a whole lot of breach denial that you want to be doing. But then again, the MP7 in the hands of Tsukishima Goat, I mean, give me a better pair. I know what you're going to say, the UMP in the hands of Tsukishima Goat, but then again, I think it's the cardiac sensor that makes him all the while more powerful, not the UMP, but it's amazing watching the man bring out his gunplay senpai. It's always good to watch him play, especially after many teams are going for a targeted ban onto Blitz when they play against him. And this time around, we'll be seeing the Pulse ban. So none of the UMP plays are coming out except for the castle that is being played by Snow. He's going to be playing above inside hookah. He's got himself a reinforcement onto the hatch. That means he is definitely not planning to drop down, but he's just intending to hold this out. I think he's all right. That's a soft panel on the barricades while Tsukishima Goat is going to claim the life of Skipper. The Vigil does get noticed by Science IQ detector here, the RED, making sure that the Vigil is being noticed. But Tsukishima Goat, meanwhile, it's going to get him. Oh, what? Did he claim the life of Skipper from that angle? Skipper definitely not having a good day, man. He's been down below on 119 now. So just you read that and the other way around, definitely going to make some sense for you. But Notorious standing up for his team once again as Vector Sports are falling down one by one. Ritz knows there's somebody creeping up on him from the server room. Ritz is a little too scared from the drop onto the hatch as well. Definitely Noob and Rich forming the crossfire. They're going to get 2 kills for themselves. That is Vector Sports dropping Sniper 1 Candy and Tsukushima Gold. It's all down to Poindex and Snow now, as Rich is going to get another one, while the Echo drones are spotting out the plays coming in from Cyan. That is, he's inside side already. Snow making his way in, does know there's somebody playing behind the bar, while Poindex is going to be on his drone. He needs as much as information that he can trade out, but he gets caught out. It's all down to the Echo in a 1 versus 3 clutch moment.
Attackers are activating.
Plant has gone down, 40 seconds and a timer to work against, but it won't matter as Cyan is here to shut him down. The IQ with the LMG is going to take the head right off the Echo's body, and that is what is going to secure and keep alive the dream for Vector Sports to make this comeback.
Oh boy, round 12 is in play right here for both of these teams on Coastline. And this is, of course, the round where it all comes down to, will we see overtime push be successful from the side of VS, or will Demus Force take it away? A 7-5 victory for them. Only time will tell, and that time isn't, of course, a whole lot, because there's only 5-ish minutes left before we see the result of this round. And oh boy, it is certainly very, very exciting right here for both of these teams. Maybe not so much for Skipper. We did see he's not had a great day, but hopefully he can pick himself back up. You know, we've all had those bad matches, right? You have those days where something just isn't clicking, something's not right, maybe you're not feeling well, and it just doesn't
Defenders,
work
protect
out.
your
So
bombs from being
sympathy
defused
goes out
by
for Skipper.
attackers.
You know, hopefully he can rectify whatever's wrong with his game today. But he only has only so much time to do it, as this is the round where it all boils down to. This is the do or die round for both of these teams, as if Demus Force allow Vector Sports to make the comeback from 6-4 to 6-6, then they'll certainly be kicking themselves a little bit as to how they could have let that happen. And in the meanwhile, Vector Sports, of course, having put up such a great game, will definitely need to, for that matter, win this round if they want to stay alive on Coastline to get another 3 points for themselves on the leaderboard of Division 1. And yep, that is pretty much the summary of what we're looking at right now. As well, my Poindex right here is having a little bit of trouble with that particular magnet that he's trying to throw down, and hopefully he gets it done. As once again, we've got a pretty similar lineup from both of these teams, the operator lineup that is, as to what they had a couple rounds ago when they came back to Hookah. That was around 9, which Demus Force won with gusto, mind you. And coming back here, it might just be a round that they win. Again, I'm not trying to say that they will. I'm just speculating who may or may not. That's an interesting impact nade coming out from Notorious right there, and that is, of course, the angle all the way down, up, for that matter, onto the bathroom hatch right by bedroom penthouse on the 2nd floor. And it's a good angle, mind you, but he made that a little bit too late, giving away his position instead, that he's on the 1st floor, and now the attackers are going to be a little bit more careful of a flank coming in from a stray vigil. In the meanwhile, definitely Noob, he knows that there's somebody here in hallway. The Jackal scans are going to confirm that it is the Mozzie, that is Snow, with, of course, the Commando 9, who's going to make his way to his main lobby. The second scan has also gone off. Second ping, that is, because, of course, that was a very late footprint that the Jackal found, allowing him to only get 2 pings onto where the Mozzie's playing. Although, mind you, he's not exactly in a position too far away from where he was initially of that second ping. He's still in a security room on the door of main lobby, and now he's rotated towards the bar, so he's made his way towards safety. And caught a drone in the meanwhile. Shots are being fired on the hookah balcony right here, as that is IQ Sane out there with the LMG firing away at both the hookah window and the entryway door. And there's a Wamai who's playing against him right here with Tsukushima Goat out on the hallway. Zofia's utility is being caught up by Magnets in the meanwhile, as that is, of course, coming out from the 90 hallway from the east side of the building of Coastline. Smoke is going to go for a peek, but he's not going to see anybody inside of VIP because that's not where the attackers are playing for that matter just yet. As, yep, there is, of course, Zofia. That is a Ritz all the way down at the 90 hallway bend, and definitely Noob has made his way into Aquarium. He's going to have to deal with Sniper 1 Candy very soon. That is the Smoke. Meanwhile, Saiyan, he's going to be joined by Skipper, and both of them have the diffuser, of course, and they have to make sure that they get the plant off. The Aquarium push is coming in as well from the side of Vector Sports as they are slowly making their way towards site, but they have less than 40 seconds left in the round to make a play happen for themselves. Will they be able to? A gas cancer from Sniper 1 Candy is going to stop the 90 push for the time being, but he still has 2 more canisters and he's got to use them very, very well. Ritz is going to find Skishima Goat. That is sent off the border. Grenade comes in and there we go. Smoke caught throwing a canister is going to be taken out. Bodies are jumping everywhere. It's a 3v1 all of a sudden. Down to Skipper the Jackal and he's going to be taken out by Poindexter as well as Demos Force pulling out a flurry of kills, sending Vector Sports packing on round 12. Will win Coastline 7-5. Oh boy indeed. It all came down to that final push from Vector Sports. They had all the intel, most of it anyway. They were dropping bodies, but the counterplay from Demos Force was just too hot to handle. And unfortunately, even though they made such great plays, Vector Sports will be getting the short end of the stick today, as they are going to be the losers, and your winners on Coastline for match 1 of day 4 of Division 1 in Season 2 are Demos Force. They have taken Coastline 7-5. Well, with that being said, that is, of course, the first game, as there are 3 more games in store today. The second game, which is going to be coming up very shortly, is between Phoenix and Union Gaming, another game that should be very, very exciting for that matter. So, with that being said, that has been it from myself, Blackjack, and of course my co-caster Foxy, as we'll be right back with more Siege action on the other side of a short break. Stay tuned! Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Double Black, the Esports Club League for Rainbow Six Siege, powered by LG Ultragear in association with AC Fibernet, Zotac Gaming, and Games the Shop. I'm your host, Blackjack. Joining me is my co-host, Sam and Foxy, and we are here for Game 2 of Day 4 of Division 1 in Season 2. Union Gaming are going to be taking on Phoenix on the map of Border, and we are already here in the man phase. Foxy, what do you think about the game we've got on hand?
Yeah, definitely. This game is it's a game to even the odds right now because Phoenix, they don't exactly have a good track record. They've lost every single match for themselves in this season 2 so far. Not one win on board for themselves. They did fight Quantum Jeevan yesterday on the same map of Border, while Union Gaming, as of now, they sit on the 3rd position, right below Quantum Jeevan and Demon's Force. Demon's Force right now on the top with 12 points for themselves. Quantum Jeevan have got themselves 9 points, while Union Gaming have themselves secured 6 points. So, with that being said, we'll be seeing ourselves go into this ban phase. Thatcher is going to be taken out by Phoenix, and Union Gaming is going to take out the Montaigne. And the second defensive ban, the first one, is going to be instead the Mira. Mira, a very influential operator when it comes to maps like Border. I've already told this before, I'll tell it again. Border turns out to be a map where you always need to take close quarter combats, and Mira is going to get taken out. Valkyrie is going to be the ban, all right, from the side of Phoenix. Looks like they don't want to be using the Valkyrie. We did see Hypertushi bring out some amazing Valk plays, some good shots, and Hypertushi has just been that one player for the side of Phoenix who's been doing so much fragging, apart from Nyx, obviously. With that being said, we'll be seeing ourselves proceed into round 1 and the operator selection phase. With that, we'll also get the roster up and running with the audience. JV, Jesus, Plank, Fadels, and Nos on the side of Union Gaming, while we have Crew, Hypertushi, Nyx, Mechhawks, and Short Effects on the side of Phoenix. Blackjack, what are your thoughts on this match?
Well, for one, what we see is the name Fadels has given himself is yikes. It's gonna take quite a lot of wrapping my head around that to understand why he would make that decision. But he's also made another interesting decision of playing Kali on Border.
Attackers
An
need to
interesting
locate
choice
and defuse
indeed.
bombs
Kali,
if
of
they
course,
can.
we know is the only operator in Rainbow Six to have a bolt-action sniper rifle that goes all the way up to a 12-time zoom. And I mean, even that the average gunfight distance in Rainbow Six is somewhere between 9 to 10 meters. Yeah, not exactly a gun that would be very, very effective, but of course a secondary, the C70, the CZ auto pistol, or just a regular semi-auto pistol, really. Either one is pretty good for close quarters combat, and given the fact that Kali has a gadget that works as similar to Thatcher's EMP, her lance, of course, can deactivate any, destroy any defender gadget within a 6-meter blast radius on any side of a reinforced wall, for that matter. So, bandit batteries, ADSs, whatnot, if it's within 6 meters, yeah, it's getting destroyed. So, Union Gaming probably made the decision, seeing as the Thatcher is banned, to take the Kali in this sort of a situation, and probably it's a good pick for that matter. As we see Shot, he's got the bandit batteries on the office wall already and is sitting here, as we see True holding down the long angle onto the entry door of break room, excuse me. We've also got Mechhawks on the Maestro and Nyx on the Legion, and of course, to round things out, Hypertushi, this time the Jaeger, seeing as the Valkyrie was the one to face the ban wave. You see, we're hearing East Stairs door be broken, and there we go. Lance comes in from the... Wait, where did that go off? Because that did not take out the bandit batteries. Not sure where that Lance came out from the Kali, but Fadels probably didn't put that in the right spot. Either that or he put it somewhere else entirely, as there's another one going off in this general vicinity, and it should take out the bandit batteries that the bandit had. He still got one more, I believe. And Bandit's going to put down his last 2 batteries. That Shot is going to run away for the time being. And Kali's going to establish a long angle for herself all the way out from the rappel outside of office window into Archive's sight right here. There we go, another line of sight. As another feature of Kali's gun is the fact that it can breach soft walls. It can't break down the wooden panels, then it would be just a bit too much, but it can take out the wooden paint. Meanwhile, we see, Blank is going to connect on the shot. That's the bandit off the board. As Wallbang comes out, there we go. The Legion, here's the go mine go off, gets the shot, and that is Kali off the board. But Jesus is going to take down True in the meanwhile. And alrighty then, it's a 4v3 right now that Phoenix is in the deficit of. We do have Hypertech sitting inside of break room for the time being, as the Silence Rebel is found, but no, Marcox is going to go down, and he's going to try and slither away towards safety, but that's not exactly very safe as, will he find him? No, he won't. He's going to rotate back towards the hallway as Nyx, and, it's only Nyx now as Nos takes on Hypertech, and he's got to try and deny the plant. Will he be able to? Doesn't look like it. The plant will go up from JV, and he's going to find the thermite. What a connect from Nyx, but he'll be taken out by the Ash inside of Armory, as Blank confirms on the Nyx, and gets the kill on the Marcox, and that is Union Gaming taking round 1.
Blank bringing out some Ash main plays over there. Some good grapple game from him. Got the down onto the Maestro and the finishing kill onto the Legion as well. The Nyx trying to do whatever he can, but the plant had already gone down. All he had to do was, I don't know, get kills, but the spot that he was in, definitely not making it out of there because Union Gaming was all around the map. They had 3 people stationed on towards Fountain and the office area, the planter, obviously the thermite. Then again, Blank came all the way around CCTV and the Armory Catwalk making his way in and collecting the final kill. That being said, we'll be proceeding to round 2 here, excuse me. I don't know why. Round 8 is always a term that stays on the top of my tongue. But then again, seeing ourselves go here. Nyx will be running the Legion once again. Hypertech this time around is going to be on the Bandit, while Short Effects is going to be on the Jaeger. I think it was Hyper who was on the Jaeger previously, was that? Yes, he was. He was holding down that long angle all the way from break room inside this half wall of the office. The ADS has come out as well. Mechhawk's asking for a reinforcement most probably on that solo wall of archives. That opens up so many lines of sight, and you want to do that because the Kali in play is definitely not going to spare any soft wall that is allowed to take advantage of. And a possible run out coming in from the side of Hypertech. He does get the drone and he's just going to fall back. He doesn't want to overextend a position that has already been given away to the attackers. Some lines of sight being established from True as this time the Echo and the Maestro are going to be brought out. Very interesting. Kali tries to land her pre-fires here. I did see that panel being opened from the side of the Kali's rifle. Very influential operator for that matter. Using the 12x, so almost landing onto the Legion here. One shot to the body. Can claim the life of him. Definitely a revive could come in as well, but look at this teamwork. While the Kali is trying to land her pre-fires, the Twitch is ready to collect any kill if somebody happens to get down. The Echo does get spotted out on the solo wall of offices. But Blank is here down below to make sure he is going to handle the defensive positions for a bit, as that is going to make things all the while more difficult for Hypertech and True to make this happen. Blank waiting for the calls. Calls do come in and the Ash shot goes away anytime now. It will go. 2 of them actually, and that is going to take on the hatch. In fact, Hypertech is going to be low on HP. Short Effects is going to claim the life of Jesus. That is an important one. I think he went for the long run out. Yes, he did. Hypertech holding down back onto Fountains, and he's going to place his devices down on that same wall. True holding down. He's a little aggressive here with the ACOG that he's got for himself, but it only stands to see on how True will play this one out. Hypertech already making his way back onto the half wall. The drone is going to spot him out, and that is just going to make him come back onto site. A soft wall hug that he's hugging right now. A pre-fire all the way from the side of Easters. Might as well get him, but that is not what Union Gaming is going to be doing. True placing his Echo drones while another drone is going to get caught out by him, while Short Effects goes for a really wrong run out. Not going to find anybody and no damage done either. True is going to go down on the Blank while True is here to refrag. Actually, that was a trade, but Nyx goes down from the Kali. Nos is down. Hypertech is here to finish that kill. JV and Fatals is all that is left for the side of Union Gaming. The push is happening. The Legion mine gets caught out once again. But the Legion is not alive anymore to collect that kill. Kali just falling back for a brief second as the push from the side of Union Gaming is eminent on Archives. Does notice the barrel of the Maestro. That is something that I don't know. Half of the gunfights I see the Maestro take, he loses them just because the barrels are, they just get spotted out a little too quickly. 15 seconds left. Short Effects is going to get the kill onto Fatal. JV is very low on HP, and the Maestro cam, of all things, is going to finish the round for Phoenix on round 2.
Oh dear. Oh no, you hate to see that. Oh, that is not a good look for Thermite right there, but he's not going to live to tell the tale for that matter, as we're going to be seeing the first time be put on board from the side of Phoenix, and they are definitely going to be happy about winning the second floor Armory, getting that out of the way, because of course we all know Armory is pretty much the first site that that everybody likes to go to when it comes to border. It is the undisputed best site. And with that being said, we're going to be moving on to Ventilation Room and Workshop from the side of the defending team, as Chu is going to 6-pick out of the Mute into the Pulse. Of course, we all know why, because of course Pulse's cardiac sensor, his UMP, and his C4 are all is basically a toolkit for some crazy plays.
As many bombs as they can.
Are we going to see those crazy plays come out from him, or are we going to see, just standard stuff, C4 from below, or just C4 thrown in the general direction of where he senses or sees heartbeats on his monitor? That remains to be seen. We're going to be seeing a Nyx playing the Legion this time around. He's got those goo mines in his favors, and he's going to be reinforcing the little corner wall on 90 hallway inside of CCTV and break room. Of course, this is just to give a little bit of leeway to anybody playing on the 90 hallway, so that they don't get randomly wall banged from anybody sitting inside of CCTV. And it's fairly standard stuff. Hypertition on the Mozzie is going to be looking to catch a few drones for himself, either now, in the next 10 seconds, or within the confines of the action phase. And catching drones, of course, always handy for any Mozzie player, because Mozzie is by himself a very operator, like an operator who is very good at what he does, especially when it comes to catching drones and ruining attacker intel. McCox once again on, of course, the Maestro, as it were. We always see a Maestro or an Echo here on border. And actually, now that I look at all the band data that we have, Echo is still in play, but Phoenix won't be doubling up on both the operators. And meanwhile, Hypertissue with the Pete and Roni is going to find a blank. That's a big kill right there. The Jackal is off the board, and the Roni has come alive from the Mozzie. He knows that there's somebody else outside of CCTV, either inside or outside for that matter, and somebody pushing the window behind him inside of offices. Pulse is giving callouts with, of course, his cardiac sensor, as Hypertissue has been spotted. And there we go, the repellent comes in, but Hypertissue is going to find another one. That's Fatals off the board. And don't let that giant string of names letters confuse you, as Nomad is here on the main hallway outside of East Stairs. He's going to try and find the Mozzie, but will he be able to? No, because Mozzie is rotated back towards Archives. He's sitting in a good spot right now, and Hypertissue might find a third kill for himself. He won't, as JV has taken off Hypertissue from the board right there. And wait, did Nos just not see the Legion rotate from in front of him? Probably not. We do have those moments where spectators are able to see some things that the players themselves are not. However, the Legion is no longer on the second floor. He is already rotated down towards the site itself. He's sitting with the rest of his team, as the only one outside of sight looks like is True with the Pulse. Vertical lines of sight are being established by Union Gaming, as second floor control has been forfeited by Phoenix. They did, however, get a couple of very important kills, as okay, then shot is going to drop Jesus as well. That is another big kill. That is a Maverick off the board. Is down to Hibana and Nomad, and Nomad is going to catch shot effects right there, and that is a Jaeger off the board. 3 versus 2 right now. Very doable still for Union Gaming, but Phoenix is, they still have the man-can advantage. Flashbangs come out from the Nomad, but he's not going to find anybody in there. Nobody's just hiding in that corner for now. He's going to retrieve the diffuser from the dead body of the Maverick. He's going to make his way into sight. Got a Guman initiation that he's got to take out, and he will do that, as now the defenders know that there's somebody in here. He's still going to go for the plant, and Hibana's covering the main door, but is anybody covering the rotation? The Pulse goes down. True is out of the board, but no! The diffuser will be denied, as it's down to a 1v2. It's all down to Jay to try and get the kills for himself. JV, that is. He's going to move his way to side, but no, he doesn't know where the Maestro's playing. Shots are fired. The Alda's fighting away to glory. And the kill will be confirmed right there by the Maestro. And he will take down JV, the Hibana, the last attacker alive, and give Phoenix round of 3. Two 2-1 in favor of Phoenix right there. And Union Gaming not having a great start to this game, as we're going to be moving to first floor on customs from the defensive team.
Indeed, Phoenix really played that well. Some amazing roam play coming in from them, and after that, the Mozzie, in fact, stepping up for his team. At some point, they had to fall back to side, and they did exactly that, playing to the man advantage, making sure that the crossfires are perfectly enabled, and getting that round victory as well. It did come down to a 2 versus 1, but next playing that to perfection, using the 200 IQ. So while the Pulse was engaged in the fight with the Hibana, he knew that the plant is going down. Went to the rotation, got the planter, and that almost already secured the round for Phoenix. It did come down to how JV plays that out. I think that was, yeah, that was JV on the Hibana. So it did come down to how he played. Not much he can do with only 15 seconds left, definitely. But another reinforcement being demanded from the side of Hypertushi as the Electro Clock goes out. Short of X placing down some ADSs and stuff, and he gets another drone as well. Legion opening up the hatch, and alright. You can actually use only one impact to open both of them. It takes like this really sweet spot. But then again, I mean, might as well use the other one.
Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
Yep, that out of the way, we will be up and running with round 4 over here. Nos is once again on the Nomad. I don't really think that we've heard any Nomad charges go out yet, have we? I don't know. Have you heard any Nomad charges go out?
Not yet, no.
Yeah, and despite the way Phoenix has been playing, they've been playing heavy on frag potential. And Nomad has been in the play from a long time. Maybe Phoenix is just getting the Nomad charges on the way for flanks or on the way to whatever they're doing on that push. But Nomad, I don't think it's exactly working out for Union Gaming. But Jesus is already inside the tension room over here. I think he does get spotted out from the Kaid, but he's waiting for a peek from him from the top floor. Kaid trying to spot out anybody moving in that direction. So Jesus is definitely in a bad spot right now. Only stands to see on how he plays this out. Does notice the Kaid is not going to shoot. He's got to have trigger discipline for himself. Mechox is going to be on the cams while Pooh is watching that single doorway that he has to. Drones are coming alive on the side of Union Gaming as they're trying to drone on the best right now because they want to make sure that the position that Jesus is playing in is converted to the maximum, but nothing to be done right now. JB is going to be making his play in from the window, but there's so many defenders waiting to get the better of him right now. JB and Jesus, both of J's have to play this to perfection. Still see the round come down to a standstill. Meanwhile, Legion is going to get a kill onto the Nomad. Once again, the air jab's out of the play unless he's already deployed some. Next playing this very well. The roaming Legion is working out so far for Phoenix. The Pulse does get spotted out in the blue hallway. Jesus waiting for a push coming in, but JV does get spotted out by the Jaeger. Gonna land some pre-fires, a possible run out is what he's expecting, but Mechox is going to get blanked. That's your Hibana out of the way as well. JV trying to land his bullets here, but Jesus has pretty much not been doing anything. Cannot go on a drone, cannot do anything else. All he can do is give some cover, but the top floor is not cleared out from the side of Union Gaming. A very irresponsible push coming in from them and doing a shit ton of mistakes from there, and let us see how that turns out. Buck trying to land some shots here, not finding anything, but a distraction from the Jaeger is definitely going to catch him off guard. Making his push in, does get hurt out. The Jaeger has to go for the white peak anytime now. Meanwhile, Jesus has been on the same position the entire round. Oh, Jaeger is going to catch the Buck, and that is Fatal's out of the way. It's all down to Jesus. He's been in side for a little too long now. Pre-fires come out. He's going to find the Maestro, but not enough damage being done. And Phoenix get themselves a flawless round on the customs defense as Union Gaming. Definitely not playing that right. So many mistakes being done by them. is going to award Phoenix another round as we proceed to round 5.
Well, as Foxy said right there, a few too many mistakes from Union Gaming giving away the round to Phoenix right there. And looks like Phoenix really want to rectify the fact that they are all the way down at the bottom currently of Division 1's league standings. We're going to be headed back towards Armory Lockers from the side of Phoenix. Excuse me. I had a little bit of a blank moment right there. As we'll be moving in towards round 5 nice and quickly. The 6 pick comes out from Hypertishi, out of the Bandit and the Kaid, and out of the Capita for the Hibana for Fatals. Once again, I look at that long string of letters and it takes me just a second to realize, wait, that's Fatals. But it's going to get easier, you know, calling out that name over time in this particular match because he's the only one with a name that long. If you look at the entire roster that we have from both teams, Fatals' current in-game name is the only one that is remotely that long. So it'll get easier to call it out, and the delays in giving him praise or criticizing him for any mistakes he makes, as it is as our job as casters to call out and make comments about what we see on our screens and relay it to all of our viewers back at home. It's all in good fun, so you know, don't take anything too seriously as we're going to be moving into the action phase of this round right here. We've got the pulse in play once again from True. He's gonna, this time from the looks of things, he's gonna be playing below to get a C4 off if anyone say moves into the archives plant or the armory plant for that matter, but he has to stay alive long enough for that to happen. As we're going to see drones coming from Union Gaming from all the way out in that broken wall towards the valley spawn, making sure that break room is empty, but there's somebody inside the CCTV. The barbed wire has been spotted, and the Maverick is droning in this area as well. The 80 is seen, and the Jaeger will be as well. He has a rotation right there into 90 hallway, right past the reinforcement behind the shelf, so plenty of cover for that Jaeger that is shot to play in that general area. In the meanwhile, more drones coming out. That is, I believe, Jesus' drone, which is finding where the Jaeger is sitting. Meanwhile, Blank has made his way into ventilation right here, and he's slowly creeping his way into the main hallway. And might he go for a sneak play up the metal stairs, try and catch Union Gaming off guard? But there is a pulse below, which could end up leading into a situation that UG might not find themselves in favor of. Nyx playing at 90 hallway has been spotted, of course, and Blank is going to take down Hypertishi. That was a Kaid on the first floor. Not sure what he was doing down there, but he's going to do a lot of damage to Blank. Not enough to kill him, but Blank will confirm that first kill for his team, and that is Hypertishi's Kaid. That is Hypertishi down off the board for Phoenix. CT window gets broken, and the Jaeger is jumping around. He's going to connect, but he's going to get refragged on top of the Hibana, who pushes break room just at the right time. Nyx is going to get one, but he'll get refragged onto as well. Fadas with the double kill. He's going to get refragged onto by the Pulse, and now suddenly it's a 2v1 as... oh, okay. True in the meanwhile did take somebody down as well. So it is down to Blank and Nos for his for the side of Union Gaming. Excuse me, my brain is not supporting me at all. But it is all down to True for the side of Phoenix to make this 1v2 happen. He's been spotted out by the drones coming in from the armory main wall. He's still got his C4 and his cardiac sensor to make the plays happen for his team. Playing around the metal stairs, he does see someone run in. Oh, he almost connects onto whoever went for the plant right there. But will he connect onto the planter? Doesn't look like it. He's gonna be... He's not going to toss his C4 either, not going to whip out his cardiac sensor, none of that, as True, unfortunately, didn't get the kills that he needed to. Both of the attackers are now prone outside, and there we go. The Nomad is going to secure onto the Pulse, and unfortunately, True just probably could have played that a little better, but Union Gaming will take round 5. Alrighty then, round 5 going in favor of UG, giving themselves a 1 round, you know, in this little early comeback that they have to stage for themselves. 3-2 in the favor of Phoenix, as, apparently according to True, he didn't have his C4, even though on our HUD we could see that he still did. Interesting, may have been a visual glitch right there from Papa Ubisoft. As Blank is going to go for the switch out of the Finca into the Blackbeard, and that is your 6 pick for this round. 1 round away from roll swap, as the game is truly heating up right
Attackers
here.
need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Alrighty then, as well, whatever happened has unfortunately happened. It has come to pass, and nothing we can do, of course, will change what happened right there. Whether or not True had his C4 or what his decision making was to not take out his cardiac sensor, we will never know. But anyway, round 6, 1 round away from the role swap, where Union Gaming will be defending and Phoenix will be attacking. And I'm pretty sure we all know what the ideal situation is for both of these teams right here. Union Gaming would like to go into role swap on an equalized 3-3 scoreline, which means they will be able to start from scratch on defense and hopefully get a few rounds over Phoenix. Phoenix, in the meanwhile, of course, they want to extend their lead by that one more round, make it 4-2, give themselves a bit of leeway to run around and experiment for a bit, trying to get used to the kind of defense UG will bring out. Pretty standard set of holds coming out from the side of Phoenix in the meanwhile in this in round 6 right here, as we do see Shot, cycling away at cameras that he has available for himself, default cams for the most part, outside of course, Maestro and Echo's Intel devices. And all of that is, of course, intel for the entire team of Phoenix to capitalize on. As, alrighty then, Fatals is going to find Nyx, and that is the Legion on the board. That's a big kill, because we all know how deadly Legion can be in the late game push that an attacking team ends up making in most circumstances. Echo's going to fire some shots off somewhere, not really sure where those shots were going, but the suppressed MP5 SG is not going to find it really. But the Maverick, oh dear me, he runs by break room in a risky shift W maneuver, but Shot was not able to connect, as Fatals is going to find another one. That's True off the board. What is Fatals doing? The Buck is coming alive for his team, as the Phoenix have lost 2 big players in this round so far. Echo is off the board. The only other denial for the side of Phoenix right here is, of course, the Maestro, McCox right there with the LMG and the Evil Eyes, but he's been spotted out by a drone, and that looks like it was Fatal's drone right there, as the Electroclaw has been taken out, and Union Gaming will be making the breach happen onto the main wall of offices. Hypertouch is going to find one, though. That is the Kai's AUG lighting up Nos, and that is the Nomad on the board. Shots are fired in the general direction of the Buck, but it's Macox who is taking damage, and he's going to go prone behind the half wall right here as the plant is coming off. JV is going for the plant, but the C4 is coming out from Kaid. Will it connect? Yes, it will! Right at the proper second, and he gets it down as well to secure the diffuser in his clutches. It is now a 2v2, all down to Jason Blank, who recovered the diffuser, Shot gets thrown away by one of the Nomad charges and confirmed onto, and is now a 1v2 for the Kaid with an AUG. No C4 to play in. The plant has gone off. It's a post plant for him to play in, as Hypertushi has got to fight through a Blackbeard and a Maverick. Low on HP, mind you, as the flashbang won't work on him, but it's going to give Blackbeard enough time to rotate out of the AC vents window. He should see the Maverick. No, the Maverick sitting right behind the rotation in the B bomb site in towards offices, giving himself more than enough cover to make sure that even if the Blackbeard goes down, he is here to get the kill that is required. And it doesn't look like Hypertushi might be getting it. No, he won't. Blank, but the Blackbeard is going to secure that kill onto Hypertushi right there. The face shield, the windshield that Blackbeard brings onto his gun, saving him from the headshot. And Union Gaming will equalize right here. 3-3 into roll swap. Oh. 3-3 into roll swap right here. Round 7 is in effect, and Union Gaming are going on the defense. Nice and happy that they were able to equalize right there, despite being in a pretty hefty disadvantage in the early game. Foxy, the game that we've seen so far, any thoughts?
Well, Union Gaming, they definitely brought their game up since their deficit that they've had that looked on the terms of round count. And now with that being said, we'll be seeing ourselves go on to round 7 with the roll swap coming in as well. Border, in general, it's a little more attacker favored, so it depends to see on how Phoenix stops Union Gaming is in this attempted comeback. But I think right now Union Gaming stands at a better position in terms of how they've executed their last few rounds. I think that was 2 rounds in consecution that they got for themselves, and a really good execute coming in towards the end. Despite losing the planter, and the cover that pushed up the entry fragger for the side of Union Gaming. Fatals, that is. He did lose his life over that C4 from the Kaid and the finisher with his gun. But then again, it only stands to see on how Phoenix decide to execute their attack. Phoenix right now, they stay on the bottom of the leaderboard. No games won so far. 0 victories in, I think that is 3 matches that they've played. It's not been such a good season for them. Whereas Union Gaming sit on the 3rd spot after Demus Force and Quantum G1 themselves. Union Gaming, in terms of the track record, they've been amazing. Oh, alright, Blank comes out with a spawn peak, but Mechhawks already knows where that is coming from. And he's going to stop Blank right in his tracks. But pre-fire from the Zofia is definitely going to claim some... he's going to get distracted. That is the Bandit. He's trying to watch this really tight angle. Oh, I almost thought that he got the spray onto the Zofia, but Hypertoshi is just going to survive for the while. Peaks coming once again, but Blank tries to go back to the side, as denied by his teammates. Castle Barricade could use the C4 any moment that he wants to, and it only stands to see on how that is going to be used. Jesus on, I think... Oh, alright, Jesus. A nice angle being employed by him on the top of the Castle Barricade here. Could definitely spot anybody creeping up on him. Let's see how that works out for him. 5 versus 5 still. Only a little bit of damage done to Mechhawks, nothing else. In fact, next is going to be playing the Thermite. Hypertoshi comes in with the swing in Rappel, and the torch comes alive for the side of crew. Looks like the Kai charges is not something that not something that Phoenix wants to invest on taking out. They're not even running the IQ to bring out and point out the exact spot on where that Kai charge is being played. Blank could use a C4 any time now for the round, but there's nobody he can be catching on the Rappel, as everybody's already moved inside the catwalk of Armory. Positions looking good for both these teams, but the attack is rather slower than I was expecting Phoenix to bring out. Mechhawks on the sandwich Rappel. Blank is going to be picking a fight with Hypertoshi any time now. I don't think Hypertoshi even has any idea about this. The impacts come out. Blank still staying strong right now. First of the run out. Not going to find anybody. There's somebody on sandwich Rappel. Blank. He's still going to claim Hypertoshi, but does get lit up in that process as he has to fall back now. It's a 4 versus 5 established for the side. Union Gaming definitely in the advantage. Nos is going to be low on HP, but the breach comes in alive. Nobody to stop him, but Nos is going to get a little aggressive. He gets stopped, and the breach shall go in the favor of Phoenix. Mechhawks on his journey to stop what Blank was doing, but he's going to be very low on HP. I don't think at this point is something that he has to worry about. Blank.
Oh dear.
Oh, excuse me. Mechhawks just get lit up from the smoke, while Short Effects is going to get Jesus. That is your castle off the board. Everybody except the Maestro is going to be so lit up, and the Jaeger for that matter, on the side of Union Gaming. Blank possibly going out for this run out right now. Could even convert a kill, but the Rappel game is out of the play. Phoenix making the push happen inside Armory. Nix is going to push in. He has to go for the plant now. Short Effects converting his kill. Blank takes out Drew from down below. Nitro goes out, but that's not on default spot that he's planting on. Nix is almost about to complete his plant. Yes, he will do that. He gets a frag, but will that be enough? Mechhawks is going to be outside on the Rappel. Nix has got to make sure he converts his kills onto the Jaeger. A prone peek comes in, and that is going to be the end of the Jaeger. It all comes down to Blank in this 1 versus 2 attempted clutch position. He's very low on HP. I don't think he can make it out of here. He's got to go for the peaks as well. On peak comes in from the sledge, but very bad spray comes in from Blank, or rather Mechhawks playing that to perfection, exactly dipping down and ducking those bullets from the Bandit. The MP7 is in play. He's got to make this run not happen, and he'll do exactly that. That's a triple kill for Blank. But what can he do at this point? Not enough time left, and that is it. Phoenix have already secured themselves this win. It doesn't matter even if he gets this kill onto next, and that'll be it for the side of Phoenix as they proceed to round 8.
Attackers win.
Well, that was quite the scramble from the Bandit. He really wanted to take down Sledge, and that he did at the cost of course, the time he needed to counter, defuse, or disable for that matter, the diffuser planted inside a site. Unfortunately, his C4 went to the default corner spot on right by the door of Armory, but that was not where the plant was going down. Had that C4 connected, that would have been the round right there for Union Gaming, but just not enough being done for the side of Intel gathering right towards the end. Of course, there wasn't really a whole lot of I don't think there was a whole lot of Intel devices left for Union Gaming to use for themselves, and well, whatever happened, it's already happened. We're gonna see the 6-bit come in from Nos out of the smoke into the Wamai as we're headed back towards second floor armory lockers for the 4th time in a row.
Attackers need to locate and
We were
defuse
talking
the
about
bomb.
this yesterday on stream, for that matter, me and Fox. We were talking about how Clubhouse as a map, when it comes to the WD Black Esports Club League for Rainbow Six Siege, Clubhouse and in certain cases Border as maps are definitely ones we see quite a lot of, but the amount of repetition we see on a map like Clubhouse is insane. And when it comes to Border, Border itself isn't a map that is played back to back, days on days on days on end. But when it comes to Border, this is always the same situation. You lose on armory lockers, you go back to armory lockers. You win on armory lockers, you go to ventilation. You lose there, you come back to armory lockers. It
5
is
seconds to go.
Border as a map, the way it's played, is a little repetitive, I will say this. It's a great map, don't get me wrong, but it has its moments where it functions similar to how Clubhouse and the map bans have functioned so far in the league in general. Round 8, of course, in play right here for both of these teams as Union Gaming are once again in the deficit. Oh, what an angle here from Blank, of course. He's going to break down that door as well. And that is the Canadian C4 spot that we all know and love. And I'm pretty sure Canadian loves the fact that he's got a spot named to himself as well. And there's, of course, another spot, the long angle from inside of office all the way to the break room door. That was credited to Team Empire when they brought out their strategies with their breakout performance in 2019, I think it was. 2019? 18. Right. Anywho, we're going to see Hyper Tissue right here make his way in towards security room, breaking down a bit of the wall, making a rotation, not a rotation, line of sight into armory door right there. Not going to find anybody. He's going to see the deployable shield, though. Give the call out to his team that, hey, there's a deployable shield right there. Might want to take that out because there's probably going to be somebody hiding behind that as we speak. Drones come out from the Zotac. He's going to make sure to try and get... Oh, okay, throws that all the way down to the first floor. Looks like he's trying to find some roamers, and that is, of course, the bandit down there, Blank. He's got the MP7 in hand, and he's been droned out by a couple of drones right now, I believe, inside of what looks to be just outside of detention room. Nos, in the meanwhile, got a vertical angle here onto the ventilation window. Will he see someone? He does, but he doesn't go for the shots so as to give his position away. Maverick's going to be breaching the wall right here, probably trying to do the half-wall trick or take out the bandit batteries. Either one is, of course, one in Maverick's MO. Okay, Fails has got a bit of an angle all the way out into the window of vents, AC vents for that matter. As there's a nitro come out from Blank, but it's not going to connect onto anybody. And the Wamai did see the angle being employed by Zofia, but is not going to be able to connect. Just hit, throws out a magnet instead. Shot has taken a lot of damage. There we go. Blank is going to get that kill onto Shot. And that is a run out from the bandit once again that he was able to connect onto an attacker.
Yep, another frag comes alive, and Hypertishi actually is going to claim his life from the Claymore. Alright, True is going to get another one of the half wall, but Jesus is here to bring the refrag game and equalize the man count. A 3 versus 3 right now, as some nice shots get dropped in the chat. Just respect for the players, for each other. Hypertishi doesn't have any more of his lifelines, and that is exactly why he has to melee those castle barricades. And the connect from Mechhawks is going to claim the life of the castle. That is Jesus out of the board. Mechhawks is going to get another. What a play from the sledge over here. Is definitely shutting down Union Gaming, but Hypertish is here to cover while the plant is going down. It's all down to the Jaeger now. Fadels has to clutch this out. He gets one kill. That is the Mechhawks. The kill machine shut down. That's another one. That is on to next. Who does he find? The third? Yes, he does. And what a clutch coming in from Fadels. A 1 versus 3 from the Jaeger, and that is going to put the equalizer on board for Union Gaming and make this a 4-4. In nobody's favor. What a play from the Jaeger here. Just straight up dropping bodies, sending Phoenix back in body bags. It's amazing from Fadels. Oh boy. What a round coming in from him.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Oh dear me. Yeah, it was a random power surge in my general vicinity where I live in. Kind of completely shut down my computer. But thankfully, you know, I've got a nice little SSD for myself. So a fast Windows load time is going to bring me back right here. Okay, the round count is equalized. Let me just write that down real quick. There we go. Oh boy, so Foxy, run me through what happened right at the end of the round. Did I miss anything special?
Oh, you missed. You missed the 1 versus 3 clutch from Fatals. And before that, we did see Mechox make an amazing push with his L8 in hand, the sledge just straight up ramming inside the breach that was made on Armory. He got himself 3 frags that secured the plant. But here's the deal. Fatals was having none of it. He made sure that he gets himself and his team at 1 versus 3 clutch, because Union Gaming, they needed that win very badly right now. That equalizer was their top priority, and Fatals made sure that Union Gaming get themselves another chance to bring this match back up in their favor. Mind you, Phoenix right now stay on the bottom of the leaderboard. They've got themselves at the very bottom. No wins so far for Phoenix in this group, while Union Gaming, they've been on the 3rd position only after Demus Force and Quantum G1, for anybody who's forgotten that fact. And a very interesting shield position coming out from Blank here. There's a few pre-fires onto the east balcony come out. Not sure if he's trying to find a spawn peak. Alright, the Echo with the spawn peak. I'm assuming he's already got... Oh, he still has a yokai in his back pocket. I don't want him losing this fight, but he won't. Blank is going to claim the head of Hypertushi. That's yours, Zofia. Good night. Nothing that Hypertushi can do at this point. Just be a little more vigilant next time he spawns over there. Drew, Nyx, Mechox, and Shortfix is all that is left for the side of Phoenix. Zofia out of the way. And so much soft breach potential that Phoenix just lost for themselves, because the lifelines definitely do help you out in the push that you want to be making. Mechox and those mute jammers are what are going to be stopping the drone works coming in and the intel trade-off from the side of Union Gaming. True on the Ash, and looks like the operator role swap in between the players has been a little too fluid. They haven't really been having some problems in terms of how they are justifying their operator roles, but that is what you need in the heat of the moment, and that is exactly what Phoenix will do. Blank on his yokais. He's got both his yokais dispatched, and all right. Blank picking out another fight with the Ash. A quick peek comes in from the Ash. That is going to be true. He's trying to just land the shots here on the R4C. Nothing to connect so far. The shield goes away, and so does the Echo. He's going to drop back onto site. Definitely using the yokais is going to be a little more potent use in terms of utility that comes out from the Japanese operator. JV still holding his hats down. He's got to move himself back. The Alda in his pocket. Just going to go for the reload right now. Blank is playing a little aggressive, if you ask me. Usually the Echo doesn't play that aggressive, but Nos as well, the Mute is going to play aggressive. He's going to claim the life of the Ash, but Mechox is here to get the refrag. That is not going to be the refrag in terms of the man count. 3 versus 4 still in the favor of Union Gaming, as time is not on the favor of Phoenix as well. Only 1 minute left now. Push is happening from the side of Phoenix. The prep comes in on towards the window, but Jason is here to welcome the Nomad in case he decides to drop in. Blank is still manning his yokais. He's got all that information and more that he needs for his team. While I think what Fatals is doing here is going for a long rotate on towards the flank. Oh, look at that. The head does get spotted out by JV, but a little too late to the trigger. Is not going to award him with that kill. A 4 versus 3 still in the favor of Union Gaming. Coming down to the last 20 seconds, and the push has got to happen now. Jace is still in a very powerful position as another rotate comes in from the sledge, as JV is going to miss that. Blank is going to get short effects. Not sure where that kill came in from. It's definitely close to the castle, and look at that peek comes in from Jesus. It's all down to Mechox. He's going to be outside. Only 9 seconds. The yokais and play. The sledge is here as well, but the castle is going to lose that fight. Echo is here once again to collect that finishing kill, and the roaming Echo from Blank is what is going to shut down Phoenix. And this will bring Union Gaming closer to match point.
Well, I guess this is what we're doing now. A roaming Echo going for a spawn peak early in the round. I mean, if you play in the online leagues of not leagues, online like game modes of Rainbow Six, especially casual, you're more than likely to run into a roaming Echo here and there. I myself am guilty of that. So hey, guilty as charged. With that being said, we're going to be moving into the first floor customs from the side of Union Gaming, as they have won 2 rounds back to back, 5-4 in the lead for them, and they sit 1 round away from the match point, which is, of course, exactly where they want to go. While Phoenix, of course, they want to rectify what they did wrong in the last round, get around for themselves, equalize, and push for match point themselves. This match is certainly heating up ever so quickly between both of these teams, as we do have the... Oh, that's a Rook, all right. I didn't see the Rook we brought in from Blank, but we've got both French operators coming in from the side of Union Gaming on this defense of customs inspections right here. Very interesting. We've got two MP5 ACOGs, I believe. Wait. Wait. What did I just see there? Was that an MP5 with a reflex? No, it was an ACOG. All right. I saw a reflex on a gun that looked like an MP5 and really quickly had to double check, but it wasn't. And I mean, at the end of the day, it's just player preference, right? Would you want to play the ACOG, or would you want to play a hollow or a reflex sight? Or are you that particular player who plays red dot suppressor and laser sight? Sound off in the chat. I know I've asked this question before, but I'm curious to see if anybody's changed their you know, what they play. Oh, the double spawn peak comes out from Blank, and Fatal's right there. The French boys coming to play for Union Gaming, taking down McCox, and shot. Two very important operators for Phoenix are off the board right here. Shots are being fired on the east stairs hallway, but not going to connect onto Hypertishi, who in turn isn't able to connect on the operator sitting inside of CCTV. That looks like the Doc, who's going to be reloading his MP5 for the time being. As Nix is joining away inside the CCTV, he knows where the Doc is, but of course there's more than just that one French operator on this second floor roam right here. Again, there is, of course, a Maverick here on the balcony, and Doc has to be careful of that, but the rotate comes in from another defender up there. That looks like the Rook. Yep, there we go. Blank is going to get that headshot onto True, and insta-healed by his French friend, and it is all falling apart for the side of Phoenix right here, and Hypertooth takes a little bit of damage as well, as... things are not looking so hot for the side of Phoenix. Their attack has completely crumbled to this double French defense from the side of Union Gaming. You know what? I'm gonna come back to this VOD after we're done tonight, and give myself a counter of how many times I've said, oh, there goes the run out from, okay, that's Fatals. Will he fend this over? He does! And that's a double kill for the Doc right there. He also sees the Hibana and takes it. And Union Gaming with a flawless round off the back of some insane plays from the Doc and the Rook, Fatals and Blank, as they are going to take match point by winning round 10 right here. Oh boy, round 11, 6-4 in favor of Union Gaming. And, that one little thing I was saying right there was, I'm going to come back to this VOD and give myself a counter of how many times I've said French in that one round. Oh boy, I'm genuinely curious of that.
Yeah, if I may make a dad joke here.
Oh dear.
Phoenix definitely got French pride. I know. It's bad jokes, dad jokes. It's just another day for me and Blackjack. But coming back to what we did see being pulled out from the side of Union Gaming, looks like they just decided to bring the guns alive from themselves. And that double spawn peak already claiming 2 lives and a finisher from the Doc. I think that was a very even play coming in terms of the kills distribution. With that being said, we'll be taking a look at the leaderboard as well. The scoreboard rather. Blank is going to be on 16 frags, obviously, with the Doc and Echo play, while Fatals is following up with 13, while on the side of Phoenix we have alright, that's very evenly distributed frags. Nyx, Mekhawks and Shot Effects are going to be on 7 frags for themselves, while Hypertoshi is going to be on 9. True, just not having the best of his days, but then again, if you are playing support, it's not necessarily that you get a chance to crack for your team. We'll be going back to the top floor defense once again, and some classic reinforcements and placements of the Maestros. Evil Eyes come out to play. Blank once again. Alright, this time around is going to be Fatals on the ROM. Not Blank. Blank is going to be playing the Jaeger, and I think he's on site. Yes, he is. And shield placement comes in from Union Gaming as a super shotty being used by the castle. And look at the slit that Blank can just watch through between the reinforcement and the shield. Some some really nice spots being used from the side of Union Gaming. It looks like they've been doing their homework. They've been watching Coconut Bra, I assume. But oh, what?
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Hypertoshi is going to claim the life of Fatals as he loses his. Oh, all right. Looks like Hypertoshi has brought the pre-charges this time around as he places them down and realizes that it's not the claimer that he's got for himself. Crew meanwhile is going to get blanked. Jesus is here to. All right, Jesus is still alive. Never mind. I thought that was Fatal speaking from the dead in the all chat, but as of now, nothing influential being done in terms of Union Gaming's attempt to possibly take this match point to a secured victory. Nos bringing out his magnets alive as Jesus is going to be on the side of the officer's half wall. He's got to make sure he stays alive in this position for as long as he can. That is going to be a really powerful position that he's playing on. The push from the Zofia is being noticed as the metal barricade is going to get opened up. The super shotty being used to perfection as the footsteps will get spotted out from the side of Jesus. Drone works and some intel relay going on the side of Phoenix. The breach does go off and an easy maneuver for Nos. He's got so many magnets to help him toss some nades as well, but it only stands to see on how Phoenix plays this out. They've still got 5 men alive for themselves, and definitely that man count is going to help in their favor. A frag goes out, it gets caught out by the ADS, not even a magnet for that matter. Nos is still very comfortable in the spot that he's playing. Mekos is going to take out the barbed wire that he wants, but the lifelines are being caught by the magnets. Nos has to play this to perfection. Nos is going to get a kill on the Hypertoshi actually. That is going to be a headshot. Tries to overpeak. This shot effects meanwhile is going to get JB. That's your maestro off the board. No more of these altar plays while Jace is here to refrag on the shot effects. Crew is here to get his frag, and Phoenix are going to be the victors as things happen so fast for me to keep a track on. But in the end, Phoenix, alright, true, using that angle for himself. And that is exactly why you have yourselves a crouch. A rotation being made on the small office area, a really long angle all the way onto the archive site, but that is going to keep things alive for Phoenix right now as they are proceeding to make this comeback happen. 1 round away from the equalizer and take this to overtime, while Union Gaming sit 1 round away from taking this match and walking away with it.
Well, we are here in the quote-unquote melting pot round, because this is where it all comes down to. This is where the fate of this match is decided. Are we going to see Union Gaming walk away with a victory, or are we going to see Phoenix make a quick comeback and push for overtime right here? Certainly very interesting questions being asked by both teams, as we did see a double 6-pick. I didn't quite see who the Jackal was switched out for, but we did see the Kaid be brought in place of the Maestro. And yep, there we go. As action phase, prep phase is going to be underway, we're going to see the Mozzie try to catch Nix's drone, and he will be successful in his endeavors. And unfortunately, Nix the Thermite is going to lose his drone to the Mozzie, giving away 1 to the Australian man from down under. Yep, my brain is not functioning today. Not as well as I'd like to, mind you. But hopefully I'll be able to get that fixed by the time we go to match 3, which will of course be in a second stream later today. With that being said, this is match point right here, round 12 of the normal rounds in this competitive Rainbow Six game. As we see, Jesus is going to make a foothold on that corner wall side of the small office inside of Armory. Meanwhile, we do have the Goyo this time around from Fatals, probably running the TCSG as well. Not sure if he is, either that or the Vector. Of course, it all comes down to player preference, mind you. As we see JV right here, he is of course running the AUG with the reflex sight on the Kaid. Jesus, after much pinging and deliberation, is going to make that the break, for that matter, that top part of the wall. And there we go. The Goyo is in fact packing the Vector. So for the most part, SMGs all over the place from the side of Union Gaming on this defense, as Womai's going to throw out 1 more magnet, on this armory locker's main wall area above the door for the time being, and until the breach comes out, he has no reason to put the other one next to where his magnet might get destroyed. True, in the meanwhile, he's playing the Maverick as shots are fired. Oh, he's going to take a hit as well. He's going to fire back. Of course, that was a Wamai trying to find somebody or just inflict a little bit of damage to any attackers inside the CCTV. He was a little successful, as Hypertus has taken quite a bit of damage from somewhere else as well. Not sure where that went down, but wherever that did, it just, it'll be something that he has to be very careful of. Goyo, sitting behind his own Vulcan shield, is going to be stunned out of his mind by one of Hypertushi's lifeline grenades. Oh, there we go. A C4 comes up, but will that connect? No, one is going to down Nyx, though. And that is going to give the Mozzie plenty of intel. Will he get the kill? He's shooting away, but no, the foot goes away just at the right time for the Thermite, and Nyx will live to tell the tale of surviving that C4. Blank, he tried, but as Jesus gets Hypertushi, that's one kill, big kill secured for the side of Union Gaming. The run-in from the Blank is still going to connect onto Nyx, and while Thermite tried to take down the Mozzie, he won't be able to finish the kill, and his own prone peak hole gives his position away, and he will go down as Mozzie will finally collect on the kill he was supposed to get much earlier. Looks like Maverick's going for a half-wall trick right here, as he's got a little bit of reinforcement left, mind you, towards the end of the wall. He needs to be very careful with how he does this. True, he's leaving bits and pieces of the wall still left, connected. That's not exactly what you need to do, but he's going to rectify those mistakes. He's got a couple of charges still left, and there we go. Somewhere that he's messed up, he's going to try and fix that. He hasn't reached half of the wall for that matter, so that's even more fuel for him. That shot is going to take down Fatals for the time being. And he's going to get another one. That's JV off the board, but there's somebody sitting inside of half wall. That's the Wamai. He's going to be seen by the Maverick, and no, he's going to lose that fight as Wamai drops Diffuser and JV drops another one. That's Macaque's off, and Nomad comes in. He gets the Kaid, but will be taken down by Union Gaming's Wamai. That is a Nos right here, getting the final kill for his team. And with that, Union Gaming will deny overtime for the side of Phoenix, winning round 12 and giving them the victory here on Border 7-5. Well, that was, of course, the second game right there between Phoenix and Union Gaming, and a similar result coming out from this set of teams. 7-5 on Border for UG, as what a play from Blank right there. 17 kills to that man, and Fatals 13 following close behind. As that is, of course, going to be it for the first set of games, the first two games of Day 4 of Division 1. A reminder for all of our viewers, Vector Sports versus Deimos Force, DF won that 7-5 on Coastline. And here on Border, Phoenix versus Union Gaming won that 7-5 as well. We'll be taking a bit of a break right here, and we'll be coming back with a second stream for the last two games of tonight, Quantum G1 versus Kira Esports, and Union Gaming versus Vector Sports. Both games that are going to be very exciting indeed. But with that being said, that has been it from myself, Blackjack, and my co-host, Foxy, as we'll be back with that second stream very, very soon. More Siege action coming to your screens very, very shortly. Stay tuned.
The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. Let the glorious battle begin. Geared up for victory. LG Ultragear Gaming Monitor.